You don't need more motivation right now. You need clarity. Because if you've been feeling like God has been silent, like your prayers are hitting a ceiling, like nothing is changing no matter how much you try, this message might be exactly what you need to hear today. And I want you to stay with me until the end, because what you think is happening right now in your life might not be what's actually happening at all. There are moments in every believer's life when God feels far. You still pray, but it feels empty. You still read the Bible, but it feels like words on a page. You still believe, but deep inside, you start wondering, God, are you even hearing me? And if that's where you are right now, you are not alone. Because even the strongest believers go through seasons where heaven feels silent. But silence does not mean absence. Just because God is quiet does not mean God is gone. In fact, sometimes silence is not rejection, it's preparation. There are things God does in silence that you would not survive if He explained them too early. Because if you knew the full picture, you might give up too soon, or settle for something smaller than what He planned. Think about this. Some of the most powerful moments in Scripture happened during silence, delay, or waiting. Joseph waited in prison. David waited in caves. Even Jesus spent years before His public ministry began. And in all of those seasons, it looked like nothing was happening. But something was always happening. Preparation. Here is what most people get wrong. They think silence means, God is ignoring me. I did something wrong. I've been forgotten. But often, silence means, God is working deeper than your emotions. God is building strength you don't see yet. God is protecting you from rushing the process. Because what God is building in you cannot be rushed by pressure, only shaped by time. So if you feel stuck right now, don't interpret it as abandonment. Interpret it as formation, because the same God who speaks in breakthrough also works in silence. And silence is not the absence of God, it is often the workshop of God. So what do you do in this season? You stay faithful when you feel nothing. You pray when it feels empty. You trust when it makes no sense. Because your feelings are not the final authority over what God is doing in your life. If you're in a silent season right now, don't quit. Don't assume the story is over. Because sometimes the silence you're experiencing is just the calm before everything changes. And when it does change, you'll realize God was never absent. He was just working in ways you couldn't see yet. If this spoke to you today, you're not here by accident. Stay encouraged, stay faithful, and I'll see you in the next message.